moments over the years, ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the South Carolina. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The run from the shotgun. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Clemson jumps to the line. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got his man to the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell, sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone, know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Off the RPO, full right, looking for the chains. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have...
Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Got a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Leaves it with the running back. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
Nah, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be. Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he makes the grab along the sidelines, but a little too close to the sidelines. He's out of bounds. It's incomplete, and it's 4th down. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Clemson is quick to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Here's the handoff. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Clemson set up with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's caught. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Motion from the back. Swings it out to the flat. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
From the gun. Give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
At the 15-yard line. 4th down coming up.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll give it to him again. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Let's go! Let's go!
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Touchdown, Clemson! Fit it in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're trying to put anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Oh, he's got some space. Got the first down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Got it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Finds a man on the right. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside of the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
22 water. 22 water.
Quick completion on the outroute. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
The Tigers are flying down the field. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. There he goes. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Unloads it downfield. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the grab deep. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, that's frustrating as a defense because you got to stop the run. There's a good chance they're running the football here in this situation, trying to punch it in the end zone. You're trying to go to the half with a little bit of momentum. This defense just couldn't make the play to get off the field.
And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his man. It's Stark. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
After the misfire now on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He leaves it with his back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
That has to sting as a defense. In a 3rd and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual threat quarterback you know can scramble, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him, expecting that to happen. That time, the defense wasn't in the right position, and the quarterback absolutely killed them with his legs, picking up the first down.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. He'll run it again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Tries to get it on the ground. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going for 6. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He wants it all. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He's brought down. A short return to the defense. Comes out on top with the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man downfield. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Give to the running back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Hairston. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Things did not go on the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. A little release to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll run it from the gun. Once for the tackle. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
To the air on first down. He'll pull it down. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Send the tight end in motion. To the ground with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Makes the catch at the 30. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Motion from the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. First down here for the offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Dances away. He'll pull it down and run. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks, right? These are the decisions you have to make as a coach. Do I want to go for it? Continue to maybe run some clock. I'd love to kick a field goal when it's at 1, right? At 1 on the clock and walk out with a dub. Big decision here because you might have to go play some defense and get a stop if you kick the field goal now.
Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now they're going to throw it. Got him downfield. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Clemson.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Loss on 1st down, increase the degree of difficulty. 2nd and goal from the 8. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Clemson.
They'll send out the kicker
Number
here.
17.
It'll all be decided right here. Win or lose on this kick.